doing well. Have you ever, as pet owners, had to wake up in the middle of the night to let your pet go out and do its business? It's pretty annoying, but there is a simple solution to that, and that's to invest in a pet door. But say your pet that you own happens to be a 50-pound Great Dane. Now, a 50-pound Great Dane is a really, really big animal, so if a 50-pound Great Dane can fit through the door, then surely other unwanted critters like squirrels or rodents or robbers can fit through there. So then you're presented with a problem. So then the solution to that problem would be to invest in another more robust pet door system that would include some type of locking mechanism or capability. But say the very same Great Dane that you wanted to let go, wants to go out at night and use the restroom, it can't because of the locking system is already locked, and essentially it's your job as a pet owner to wake up in the middle of the night, unlock the pet door, despite the fact it was supposed to manage entryway for the pet to and from and so forth. So essentially the point of the pet door was destroyed and made moot because of a technical difficulty. Essentially this is a pain point that every pet owner had to come to at one point or another. And we think that there are other solutions out there that can solve this problem. A lot of you may be thinking, how is it really that big a deal that we have to talk about the pain point of having to wake up at night and then open the door for the dog? It's not that egregious, but you might be surprised. When we did our market research at the beginning of the semester, one thing we asked customers is what would be their least favorite chore that they have to perform around the house. Now, if you're like me, you would assume that the least favorite chore that they have to do is something really gross and egregious, like scrubbing a toilet bowl or scrubbing the bathroom. But it turns out that this is not true at all. It turns out that a good majority of the customers, would-be customers that we interviewed, they said that their least favorite chore to perform would be something menial, like sweeping the floor or sweeping countertops or loading the dishwasher. Relatively easy chores that one can perform. So it turns out that customers would much rather have a solution that solves a relatively annoying chore they have to perform more often, as opposed to one chore which is really egregious and gross, but you don't have to perform as often. So if you think of it from that point of view, then the pain point becomes a little bit more serious. If you take into account that 36.5% of the homes in the United States are homeowners, are pet owners, it means that there are 105 million people out there that could get a benefit from such a solution. So essentially, here's our solution. Our solution is to create a pet door to give it smart home capabilities. And what we mean by this is make it integrable with Alexa and give it other things that will talk to the smart speaker. It turns out that we're actually one of the few people that's actually doing this with pet doors. As a matter of fact, the closest one that we could find is this other pet door with electronic capabilities, but it doesn't solve the pain points in the way we want it. In the sense that in order to set curfews and set timers and toggle on and off the lock system, you have to be present at the door and actually click the buttons. And it can happen, you might have to do that during inopportune times. So what we're doing is we're taking this a step further and moving this in a way where you don't have to do that. We're gonna make all that be handled by the virtual assistant Alexa. If we think of our market size, essentially we know that 38.5% are in the age between 30 and 45, 16% are smart home enthusiasts, 29% have an income between 40K and 80K, 36.8% are pet owners. And suppose that 20% are likely to buy this, are interested in buying into this product. And suppose that we take this total market and we charge them a price of $150 for our solution. If we do all that math, we come up to a total addressable market of $63 million. So how do we plan on attacking that market? What we're planning to do is to call out to as many retailers as we possibly can, try to get more influence and popularity through social media, and of course, try to go to as many retail pet conventions as we can to further push our product. And of course, also sell our product through Amazon where we can get a bigger user base. And of course, those users can give a review to our product. when that happens, when all is said and done, and we got our review, and we have something for the base, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that product that we initially have, and we're gonna try to improve it as much as we can, given the experience that we have in the past. So the MVP that we have created is really neat, and it completely works and whatnot, and essentially it's like, it's equivalent of just saying abracadabra and open sesame and the door will open. That's what essentially we got to do. So something whimsical and magical, we got it to work with just simple voice commands. And this sort of breaking for reality, you can do too. You can be part of our team. Currently, we're looking for people who are electrical engineers or are business analysts of some kind to help us with logistics and other business models that we don't fully comprehend. If you're part of that, and if you want to make a difference, and if you want to make magic into reality, make a dent into reality, let us know. Thank you.